Hello guys, today we are going to work with vectorbt library. I'm going to create a separate playlist on my YouTube channel to make more video with vectorbt. So let's do it. We need to upload some library like pandas and vectorbt. Also you could apply dark theme. And next we need to upload our data set. It is a 5-minute time series for the last half of year for multiply of tickers. Let's do it. You could also download the data set from class dataset what I created before and add more tickers, for example. Okay, for example, we got this dataset. Let's looking on this data frame. You see this is about 1 million rows. When we have categorical columns like symbol and with different symbol like Cardano, XRP, Bitcoin, etc. So next we need to use pandas. We need to group by this data set by symbol, and we need to take only closed data because we have open, high, low, close volume columns, but we need only close value. Also we need to resample this dataset because we need to implement a strategy what would be profitable with commission. And for this reason we need to resample, for example, our dataset on 30 minutes. We could also try to experiment with these parameters and to find more relationship with 50 minutes or 45 minutes, for example. Okay, when we do this resample, next we need to take last data for the last each 30 minutes. Also we need to resample this data set, like unstack and transport this data. Okay, to replace our columns. Next, let's do it. And you see we have our data frame with our tickers like Cardano, AlgoZT, Atom, and this is without index rows. And you see we have 30 minutes time frame. Okay, vectorbt is a very nice library to apply multiply of combination for multiply of tickers, and it's working very fast. Let's do some research and find the best parameters for each of these tickers with multiply of combination. It's very nice practice. Let's do I show you some tricks. We're going to test two strategies with moving average and RCI. You also could implement another indicators. Let's do it together in the future. Okay, the first we need to create some NumPy array. Would be this one. Let's do it, and I would like to show you how it's looking. For example, let's do print this grid, and I would like to find the best combination with moving average with these parameters. Okay, you see we have this grid. Next we need to run vectorbt moving average and run comps. It means we need to apply some combination what we created before using grid. Next we need to add our data frame and indicate our names like fast and low. Okay, let's do it. And next we need to create a signal, and we're going to use cursor below and cursor above, and we indicate this trading logic. Next we need to apply this strategy and find some the best parameters for each of these tickers. Let's do it. And you see it's working very fast. For example, it takes maybe less than 10 seconds. And you see, this is each columns, and we have some parameters and cumulative returns for the end period. Let's look on this one, how it looks. Okay, you see, for example, I know the best ideas it would be for the stickers, and we could achieve some very nice profit for the last half of year. Okay, let's do bar plot. We need to apply group by symbol and apply maximum returns of this strategy. You need to find the best combination of this pandas data frame, and next we need to use vectorbt. And you see, this is pandas data frame. If you want to apply some additional method from vectorbt, you need call dot vectorbt and next method from this library vectorbt. I'm going to plot chart bar plot, and I indicate some parameters like size of these charts. Let's do it, how it's looking. Okay, and you see this strategy working for Luna USDT, Matic USDT, for example, Ethereum USDT, and what is Fuel USDT. And let's do less size because we have more tickers, I suggest. Okay, let's do resize this one, also resize, for example, like this. Okay, maybe it would be better like this one. Oh no, I know what would be working. Okay, okay, I need to hide left of bars, this one. Okay, XRP USDT is working, this one ticker is working. Okay, so you see, we find the best parameters for multiply of tickers, and we could use it for production, for example. Okay, it was an example for moving average strategy. Next, we're going to test RCI. This is the similar an idea. We need to create grid and indicate our RCI grid. It would be an array from 20 to 90 with step 5. It's an array. Next, we need to create indicators RCI and apply our data and indicate short name like RCI. Next, we're going to return to object like RCI top and RCI bottom, and we need to run our combination. You see vectorbt RCI, and we could get this method from RCI object, and we input data, indicate window would be grid, and we're going to find the best combination for these parameters and create our entries and exits. And also we indicate crossed below and above. You could explore these parameters if we have more parameters for each this object, how to trade RCI. So let's do it. And you see, we find this combination. Let's look on our pandas data frame comp. Let's look in what is it. And you see, this is shape, and we have some multiplies of parameters. And I need to find this one because this sticker I showed it before in the previous video. This sticker has negative correlation compare of Bitcoin USDT, and also low correlated with this one because we have some uptrend, and this reason we could achieve some very nice results. Okay, let's do some plotting, and let's look in how it's working. Okay, RCI working, another strategy not working. You see, all this combination not working for each of these tickers, because we have a downtrend for the last of half of year for cryptocurrency market, but Luna USDT is working. It means we could achieve some profitable results when we have some trend, and we could achieve results would be better than benchmark, but we should to test these ideas. Okay, let's do print these tickers, because it's very interesting tickers. Let's do it. For example, we need also create these tickers like a separate data frame. We do the similar operation like an example last, and I would like to use on .log. I'm going to input only one ticker like Luna USDT, and I would like to unstack this data frame by symbol, and I'm going to create data frame only with Luna USDT ticker data. Also, we are going to use the VBT from this pandas data frame, and in this object we have this plot, and we indicate how it's looking, and you see we have some uptrend, and this why it's working, because we have uptrend and our strategy is working. Okay, let's do how it's looking. Okay, this is our RCI with our parameters. Okay, let's look in makes a plot RCI, and you could use these charts to create charts. What you need to do, you need to use subplots. For example, let's look in and try to do some review. I need to find these parameters. Okay, let's look in. Okay, so to create these charts, what we need to do is create object RCI, and next we need to create object figure, and to indicate that we would like to create subplots with 2 rows and 1 column. So you see we have 2 rows like price and RCI indicators, and only 1 columns because we have the big 1 columns here. And to indicate additional parameters here like vertical spacing. Okay, and we also display some axes. Next, we need to do also plot. We create price plot. It would be liner plot, and we're going to input these parameters, and we could merge these 2 charts using these parameters. You see, fig equal fig. Okay, and we indicate we are going to place this picture. It means I'm going to display price data into the first row and the first columns, and I would like to do the similar for RCI. And you see this object RCI, and in this object we have RCI also object, and this object it would be a data frame with data of RCI, and using this pandas data frame we could call vectorbt object, and from this object we could plot these parameters. We also indicate, it's very important, fig equal fig, because we want to use same charts. We merge this data on the one chart, and indicate that we are going to place this data and the below of these charts. It will be rows 2 because it's row 2 first row and second row, and columns will be 1 because we have only 1 columns. So I think it's clear for us. Also, we need to test our parameters with the best parameters. I find these parameters from here, like RCI. See, and we need to compare this data from benchmark. Let's do it. We indicate our commission and we're going to trade. And you see the very interesting idea for each indicator. It's working not like it's right on some book about technical analysis. And we're going to trade on the 25, and we're going to sell when RCI is above than 45. It's not traditional parameters, but it's working for us. Let's do this some statistics and let's look at what is happens. And you see we have win rate is very small, but we have total return. You see we have a total return more than 100%, but benchmark is 95%. And it means we could make profit more than benchmark. So we beat market. And let's look in where is our commission, total fees. Also max drawdown is about 36%. And okay, this is max drawdown duration is about 62 days. Okay, so it's very long, but in general it's working. And let's do the same for moving average. Let's look in, and you see we have the best parameters for the for fast moving average would be 180, and for slow moving average would be 240. You see, it's also not traditional parameters what we used. Okay, you see, this is I display these charts. The logic is same. We create our object, and when we create this object, we could create this charts, and we indicate that we are going to create this figure, and we are going to display our close data, and we're going to display fast moving average and slow moving average. Okay, so let's do it again. So it is display, and you see when we cross this data, we have some signal, and the signal happens how many trades we did. For example, total trades is more than 100. Okay, more than 100 trades for moving average. And okay, we need to test it. For RCI we have more than 100, but for moving average would be less traders. Okay, let's look in what is. Okay, we have less drawdowns compare of RCI strategy, and we have more returns. It more than we beat twice of market. Is very nice. And we have only how many trades? Only 22 trades, and best trades give us more than 70%. Okay, it's very nice. And what is profit factor? Profit factor more than 2. It's very nice for us. Okay, so guys, you could use this picture notebook, and you could do some research to change, for example, resample data. Where is resample? I need to find, for example, for 1 hour, for 2 hours, or for 45 minutes, for example. Try to explore this strategy. Also, you could add more tickers. You could download this from dataset class, what I created before, and to find the best parameters. And I'm going to create more videos with vectorbt to create some trading strategy, and we could run the strategy on the server to get some signal from Telegram bot, for example. I think it would be interesting for you to test this one. Okay guys, if you like this video, subscribe on my YouTube channel, and see you next time. Bye.